And hello again, my name is Alex Stryzak, and this is my Week 6 presentation for MPA 580, where we'll be looking at the Freedom of Information Act, and we'll be applying it to a federal organization I'd like to request information from. So first, a little background on the Freedom of Information Act. You can actually request information from any federal agency. You actually do have the right to do that. Now, you cannot request from the President of the United States or from the United States Congress, and there are handicaps that hold you back, such as things that might be national security risk. So the department I picked from was the Department of Veterans Affairs. So to start it off, if you want to fill out a FOIA form for the Department of Veteran Affairs, the first thing you have to do is visit oprm.va.gov. That's the direct link to the Office of Privacy and Records Management that handles FOIA requests. So we need to find out and research where we're going to send this FOIA to and to who we're going to send it to, because that information will be important later. So for mine, I want to do what's called a nosocomial infection rate report from the VA. That just means infections that you would receive in the hospital, and I'm going to specifically say the local one, the VA Loma Linda over here. So you'll scroll down to VA Health Records, because this is a health inquiry I have, and you'll click on VHA Medical Facility. So what you'll find when you click on this is a very overwhelming Excel file. There's a bunch of names and a bunch of points of contact at multiple hospitals. And so we scroll down to VA Loma Linda and specifically find it right here. And this is going to be your point of contact. You'll see the primary name, the address, and you're going to want to write this down and save this for your FOIA request later. So let's return back to the original website, oprm.va.gov. And this time we're going to click on FOIA. So now go ahead and in the left bar you're going to click on FOIA requests. Now you're going to look in the left bar again, and you're going to see how to submit a FOIA request, and you're going to go ahead and click on that. Alright, step 4. Now that you're on this page where it says submit a FOIA request, it has a description of how to submit one through the VA, and what's really nice is if you look at the bottom, you have a sample FOIA request form that you can click on. So a PDF file should pop up, and it will give you a skeleton of how to write a FOIA to the VA. So this is why we looked up the information earlier on who your point of contact would be, as that's part of the information you'll fill out on this. So finally, now all you have to do is draft your letter to the VA. So here I have an example letter of where I put the Department of Veterans Affairs, and I put the director of the VA medical facility, and I put the address to the VA Loma Linda that was stated on the contact list we found before. I put the attention to the point of contact, and in the letter I wrote what I was specifically asking for, which was the nosocomial infection rates of the hospital. I put, as their skeleton showed, how much I was willing to pay for the processing, and now all I have to do is either email it or mail it, and since I put the address on this one, this is one I would mail, and there's your FOIA you can send to the VA.